All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the file menu. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go up to the top of the page where it says file and click on file. And let's just go over a summary of what each one of these buttons do. Okay, or actions or links, whatever you want to call them. I call this the file menu, and then these are submenus, basically. So new creates a new document. Okay, close that. So if I go File, New from Template, if you have a template set up, you can open a, you can create a new from a template. So what you can do is when you click on that, if you have a template here, you can select it and then open up a file from there, like so, okay? And so this is just kind of a template to get you started on a project, okay? Now if we go File, Open, if we have existing files in our Explorer on Windows and our Finder on Mac, you can open it up here. So these are blank templates. So I can open up a business cards template and it will open it up and then I can start working, okay, on that project. So I'm going to close that. If I go to File and we do Open Recent Files, if I had any recent files, it would save. So if I go and I hit File, Save, Untitled 3, let's save it to the cloud, okay, and let's call this Illustrator. Let's call it Illustrator Files, okay, and we'll just call it Untitled 3. Let's change that to Sample, okay. So now I've saved it. So if I go to File and we do Open Recent Files, now I have sample.aic. So when you have a .aic, that's Adobe Illustrator Cloud document. Now if it's a local file, it'll be AI instead of AIC, okay? So if I want to close this, I just click File, Close, and then I'll close the file, okay? So I can go to the Cloud Documents, we can go to Illustrator Files, and then open up the sample here, right? So if I double click on that, there you go. And then if I go to File, New, and we create another common web file, right? And let's do File, Save, and we'll save this to the cloud, okay? And this is going to be sample-2, sample-02, okay? We'll save it. And then if I want to go to File and Close All, it's going to close both, okay? So when I do File and I do Open, I can go to the when I do File, Open, it's looking for local files, okay? Now if I want to go to the Cloud Documents, I click on Open Cloud Documents, and if I want to go to On Your Computer, you click there, and it'll toggle back and forth. So let's go to Open Cloud Document, okay? And let's open up Sample, okay? Then let's do File, Open, and instead of File, Open, let's do File, Open Recent, and then let's open up the second file that we made. Okay, there you go. Now, if we keep going, so we've talked about new from template, open recent files, close all, save, we've saved. Now let's save as, okay? And we will save this on the cloud. So we'll do sample-03. So basically what this does is it makes a copy of the file that we already had open, okay? But we can change the name to a different name so it doesn't overwrite that other file, okay? Then if I do File and we do Version History, we can see the different versions, okay? So we have marked versions and then today, okay? Then if I go to, and then we can uncheck that, okay, and then I'll close the panel. Then we can do Save as Template. So if we want to save this as a template, okay, we can save it in blank templates. Let's just save it as a template sample-03 Adobe Illustrator and then T for template. Okay, so let's save that. Okay, it won't let me do that. Why? I don't know why. That's bizarre. Okay, I know why. Let's do File, New, and let's do another common file. Okay, and we're going to save this, and let's save it to the desktop. Okay. So let's go to desktop and save it as untitled-7. Okay. And then, okay, so we've saved this to the desktop. So now let's go to File, Save as Template. Let's save it. And it says that I don't have access privileges. Okay, so that did not work. That's fine. So let's go to the Finder real quick, and I'm going to delete that file. Okay, and then we'll just close this file out, and we'll carry on. Okay, File, and then we're going to do, we can revert back. Okay, we can search Adobe Stock, which is not highlighted. We can place an image into our project, okay, or a file. We can export for screens, export as, and save for web. So this would be like if you wanted to save it as a GIF, JPEG, PNG 8, or PNG 24. Now, if you're going to do web, you want to do PNG or GIF. JPEG is not really recommended because it's a larger file, and when you're loading a lot of files on the web, you want to optimize it for the web. So you want to save it as a GIF or as a PNG 8 or 24, depending on what you need, okay? So if I hit cancel, and then I go back to File and we do export as, this will give us different options. So we can do a PNG, okay? We can do bitmap, CSS, Autodesk. So these are 3D programs, Autodesk. That's 3D Studio Max, Enhanced, Metafile, Flash, JPEG, Macintosh, Pict, so for Pixar, Photoshop, TIFF, Targa, text format, Windows, Metafile, and then SVG. Okay, so you can save it in all these different formats by doing File Export. And then if we do Export for screens, this is going to do a folder, okay, and it's going to slice up the project so you can use it on a website, for example. Okay, so I'm going to cancel on that. So let's go back to File, and then let's look at these other ones. So we can package. Now, we don't have anything to package, so it won't work. We have scripts. You can run scripts here. Export docs as Flash, image tracing, save docs as PDF, save docs as SVG. So this is for the web. This is a PDF. This is for Flash, which is now Animate. Okay. That would be a Swift file, so SWF. Okay, this would be PDF, and this would be SVG, and then other script. So you can run a JavaScript, Apple script, or script files. That's what it enables. You can grab that, okay, and run that. And then what that'll do is it'll run automation for different tasks that you want to do, like repetitive tasks that you don't want to keep doing over and over again. You can create your own file to do that. Okay, so document setup. This is, we can set this up as for units, so we can do pixels, points, picas, inches, feet and inches, yards, millimeters, centimeters, and meters. Okay, we have the bleed, so the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. This is a print terminology, so the bleed is the edges here all the way around. Okay, the perimeter. You don't want to get to a certain part because it's going to, that's where the bleed is. That's where it will get cut off. Okay. Show images in outline mode, highlight, substitute glyphs. Okay. So let's document setup. And then type. You can adjust the type here. So we'll just hit cancel on that. Let's go to File and let's do document color mode. So we're in RGB, which is for monitors, TVs, and mobile devices like a tablet and a smartphone. Okay. File info. This is just going to give you information on the file that we've created. Okay. So the preset that we use is web. So that's why the document title is web. You can put author, author title, description, rating, description writer. This is for metadata. So if you want to be able to use your metadata on, for example, YouTube. If you made a thumbnail here for YouTube, you'd want to fill all this out and then save that. So when you upload it to YouTube, then Google's Spider will search for that and grab that metadata and then display that on Google when you search those specific terms for that video. That would be an example of how you could use that, okay? And then finally, we can print. So if I hit print, I can send this to my printer. I have a Brother HL L3290 CDW series. I can print it there, and I can edit the mark and the bleed, the output, the graphics, the color management, advanced, and summary, okay? So you have different options that you can do for your print job, okay? So in essence, that's the file menu, all right? So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.